Hello, welcome back. So we just turned on this laser, which should power up the button to the 5th layer of whatever dimension we are in right now. And when we go there, you should see where we are in our map up here. We find a completely new area with one of these things again. And let's take a look around. We have some more beamer arms. These probably connect to each other. We have a cat. Some kind of pedestal, but it doesn't look like anything here would fit in that pedestal. And an archway. Now this has some stuff lit up here, but only partially. Only has 5 lit things. And we have 5 lit buttons. We're missing 2, and this is also missing 2. So perhaps as we unlock all the dimensions, we'll unlock something here. We can also go down the stairs and find this. I never knew beam of light could bend like that. Sure. Let's keep going. This is just a toy, just a toy. It's not a toy, it's a nut. You have to untie it unless you're Alexander, whoever that is. Okay. Here we have some weird symbol, and this is broken off and the pieces are floating, strangely enough. Let's remember this symbol for later. And we can't go to the right here, even though there should be a room there. So let's head to a different layer and move to the right. And we find some floating island that we couldn't get to before. And we've got a pyramid here and another one that's missing the top, but it really looks like this should go there. We can spin it, but it's not doing anything right now. We do have this sort of disc thing. It looks like this would fit on it, so might as well try it. Okay, didn't do anything. But now when we spin the pyramid, this turns on and it fires up another laser, which sends us to the sixth, such a hard word to say, layer. Here's another one of these devices. All right, let's take a look around. We have, this looks like one of the things that we put these beamers on to start up our new layers here. So let's put that right there. Okay, we're still missing part of this. Looks like a plug there. That's not going to work, of course. We're missing part of that, and it's not plugged into anything right now. Oh, it looks like a battle station here. Let's head down. Got a note there. Do you see it now? Yes, how is it even possible? They're interlocking perfectly. Who needs God when you have architects like that, right? So this is all built. So the 4th dynasty, whatever, whoever built the subnet, the first man-made subnet, built it with these multiple layers of the dimensions interlocking like the map does up there, to be every single layer has the same exact setup, so you could travel from layer to layer easily. I got another note here. When I asked for explanation, he drew me this, and this makes no sense. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 7 lines, I guess. So maybe this is how the lines intersect with each other. How the layers, the points at which the layers intersect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not in reference to the number of rooms. There's about like 9 or 10 rooms for every layer. It's not really important to this game actually to solve what this means. I guess it's just somebody tried to explain how the layers intersect. Okay. Got a lever here. And it shuts this gate. There's also supposed to be something under this room. We can't get to it, so we can always teleport here and go down. And we see this, and, you know, it's another thing you can mess with, but doesn't really matter right now. We don't know what it's for. There's not really much of a reason, it seems, to close this wall because, well, it blocks us off for no reason, and we can always teleport around it. But maybe if we teleport to the other side, we'll see something. And we do. There's a piece of paper taped to the wall. And this symbol looks very familiar. We saw it in layer 5 on that broken pyramid. And it's got a graph of some kind. Got these symbols here, and then 7 intersection points. And then there's this. And we've seen this a lot. You push it, it's got a position all the way out, halfway in, and completely pushed into something. So maybe this is telling us that in each layer we need to push these things in a certain amount. So layer 1, we'd set it to this position, which is pushed in all the way. And in layer 2. Layer 3, it's halfway. Layer 4, it's all the way out, and so on. Let's come back to this in just a second. Let's take care of this device first. So if I pull this up, it's now covering up the 2, which is turned green. And these may correspond to layers. Let's head to layer 2 and see what's changed. Nothing so far. Oh, but over here, this light turned green. So when we pull this, it now stays up. So if we head back to layer 6, we don't need that wall anymore. And we move this on, it stays green. So maybe we'll go to layer 4, and this one should be over this way. And then layer 6, and this one was all the way upstairs. And we head back to this device. Well, look at that. It's open and we find a power storage cell. Over here we have some more piping, can't do anything with right now. But there's a wheel button. This looks a lot like what we need for the compass here in the second layer. And right there we find another part of the beamer arm. It's pretty easy to miss. It doesn't blend in so much as it's small, and it's very easy to overlook in this area. But now that we have this, and we have a form of power, we can actually access the final layer of the game. And there we are. And this is what it looks like right here. So over here we got some kind of panel, but it's closed off. Got some wires leading around, but not very clear what they're doing at the moment. Over here is a note. A woman came to our village. No one knows exactly how she entered since the gate was closed at the time. She went straight to the term not translational, and 1 minute later a beam of bright light shot from it straight up to the sky. When she disappeared, we knew that we were blessed with the presence of the goddess. That was 742 years ago, and we worship her to this day. Such an oddly specific sort of homage reference. Like normally if you're going to have a big note you're going to leave behind to reference an event from the past, you're going to do it at a, round number. It was 1,000 years ago, 10,000 years, whatever. 742 years ago. All right. But that must be in reference to somebody who was able to use the lasers or some other ability to jump between layers of the dimension that the people of the village didn't know about. So to them it was magic. So they just worshipped her as a goddess. Oh, there is a ladder. We can go down, but this is as far down as we go. So let's head back to another layer, down one more, and here we are. Got some kind of thing here. I guess you'd put... This got a triangle, but this obviously doesn't go there. You can actually go down here to the other part of the map. And we have one of these again. And if we look at this, we want this one, we're in the 7th layer, to be halfway in. Like so. There we go. Some kind of thing here. Not sure what to put there. We got a valve. And a stone button. So that's the entire map of this area. We can't put these in here. This valve looks like it belongs in this world, so maybe, since the center of the valve would be shaped like a triangle, it would fit right on there. So let's turn that and see what happens. So it's going to be something upwards. Let's head back up. Actually, while we're here, yeah, now we've unlocked all 7 dimensions. Excuse me, all 7 layers. All 7 of these lights are on. So back up here, nothing in this room. If we head this way, we've now opened this, and we have a hammer. This might prove useful, since we have seen something that looked a bit flimsy that we could break. So, let's find stuff we can do with these. This definitely goes into layer 2, so let's go back there and solve this puzzle. So if you look at this, it's easy to just say, oh, up, right, left, and you just set it there. That's not going to do anything because this has the letter N. We want the letter S. or south. So if you imagine yourself on the other side of this device, looking at the south side, you're going to flip these upside down and in reverse order. So it's going to be down, left, right, but starting from this side. So down, left, right. And we'll see what that did next time, because I'm going to stop the video here out of some arbitrary desire to keep the videos to around 10 minutes. See you then. Bye.